Alright, hey guys, I'm just very fancy, but I'm wearing fuzzy slippers on my feet. This is the first installment of my new movie review situation that I'm gonna be doing. It's a situation. This movie is the new Christmas movie that Netflix let out. It's called The Christmas Chronicles. It's, geared a little more towards children, but I said, what the hey? But before we start, Jeeves, where's my wine? Jeeves, oh, thank you. Wine, not a sponsor. I wish I was sponsored by wine. At the end of this review, I'm gonna be giving an amount of ducks, because I mean there's stars. I will be unique and use ducks. It makes sense to me. If it doesn't make sense to you, I'm very sorry. It seems very logical. So I'll be grading each of these different sections of the film. The acting, special effects, the editing, the cinematography, the music, which I'm horrible at remembering to listen to, so we might not really do that. And then also the story. The story is kind of the most important aspect. Okay, so I took these notes as I watched the film, so all the notes are in order chronologically from beginning to end. Lots and lots of spoilers. I've not done this before, so it's a learning experience for all of us. Welcome to my learning show. So in the beginning, it's all like handheld footage of them being like, oh, it's Christmas, we have our video camera, but then it's like the husband and wife in the shot and they're holding a baby. Oh, they handed their 4 or 5-year-old the camera. That's not a smart idea, especially if you bought that camera in the 2000s or 90s. It'll fall apart if you breathe on it. Next, when they go on like, oh, we're gonna go see the reindeer, and they're like filming it, and mom's like, reindeers love candy canes. Dude, you just fed that animal straight refined sugar. That is a no in my books. Just a hard no. Stop it. Hello, PETA? Reindeer, candy cane, get on it. I mean, wine after that. So now we're in 2017 or 18 or whichever one it is, and she's like recording herself like me. She's doing this, and then she goes on and she's like, oh yeah, my mom's like gone all the time. I make dinner like half the time, and I take out the trash, and I do the bells. She's like 10. I was not cooking when I was 10. I don't know about you. I was still making like cereal, toast. I wasn't even up to the standard of cooking 1 egg yet. So then after almost ruining Santa for her, her brother's like, peace out, girl, I'm leaving. And she's like, boo, I can't be alone in the house. Girl, you just said you do everything and you can't stay in the house alone. And then to get away from his sister, to like leave the house and leave her behind, he freaking basically tries to murder her fish. This family does not care about animals. Also, the mom is like a nurse or a doctor or something. The dad was like a fireman. Was there some sort of hospital romance? Did he like get caught in a fire, have some burns, and he came in and she was like, let me dab those wounds for you. Oh, honey bear, I want to marry you. Also, the mom said to take the cookies out of the oven in 20 minutes. I did not see anyone take cookies out of the oven. So at the end of the film, why didn't the house catch on fire? Also, the tape recorder said it was 10:38 p.m. when Santa entered their house. Santa, 10:30's not late enough, sweetheart. Kurt Russell's reaction to seeing the children for the first time made me laugh so hard. It was just perfect, like in every way. Okay, so when that sleigh crashes, realistically speaking, someone should be at least harshly maimed. And then Santa says that all of the Dark Ages and all of the wars are because he didn't do Christmas right. That's a lot, Santa. You've messed up a lot. Santa, do better, Santa. So in that restaurant, he goes to that table and says, hey, bro, do you want to trade your Porsche for this Mickey Mantle baseball card? Heck yeah. His wife is like, you're not trading your car for a stupid card, and rips it in half. That lady ripped up $2.88 million. That guy could have bought a crap load of more Porsches. Santa looks at his watch and he's like, oh, Christmas spirit's down 35%. Why is that necessary? People are asleep, so how can Christmas spirit be going down or up if people are asleep? So what, you think someone in their sleep is like, I don't hear any presents under the Christmas tree. I don't hear the presents. No, people are friggin' asleep. Christmas spirit stays the same. Little Easter egg. If you look at the screen that the valet is watching when Teddy goes to steal the keys, he's watching Stranger Things. Way to go, Netflix, plugging your own shows. Also, the film has to have just the typical pointless car chase. I wanted story. I did not want a Michael Bay film. But one of the cops chasing him, new girl Winston, he becomes a cop and then he's a cop in this show. They should have named him Winston. So Kate has to go and find the reindeer. And then she finds them and she pets one of them and gives him a candy cane because mom taught them to feed animals horrible things for them. And she sees the name on his reins and is like, oh my god, it's Comet! Your face is very come from? Sweetheart, all of the reindeer are famous where you come from. Like, is there something I don't know about Massachusetts? Am I missing something here? Also, where they landed the reindeer, is that not the same location as the videotape from earlier? It looked a lot like it. I know gangs are hardcore, but they also have families. It's Christmas Eve. Why? Also, that dude straight up had a tear tattoo on his eye. He's friggin' murdered a guy. He's hardcore. I know I'm gonna get flack about this, but I hate the elves. Whoever decided the elves needed to look like little woodland creatures made a horrible, horrible mistake. Not only do they look stupid, they sound exactly and act exactly like the Minions. They're like Minions ripoff, and I was not okay with that. Kate, sweetheart, I know that you're in this bag and it's magical and you're like, this is all new. But girl, you are taken forever. You're trying to save Christmas, so you should be running. You should be going as quick as you can. Also, the elves attacked her, even though she said that Santa sent her. Also, this whole like true believers stuff, it just kind of reminds me of purebloods from Harry Potter, and that's dumb. True believer, and they all have a pointless 20 seconds, yes I did time it, of an elf dance party. Cut away from the elves because I want less of them. So now we're back to Santa in the jail and he's like, oh, Christmas spirit's down to 19%. Again, everyone's asleep. Second, bringing back Christmas spirit with music is the most typical cop-out ever. However, the musical number itself and Kurt Russell having so much fun, I feel it kind of makes up for it because the scene is unnecessary. Because if you want to bring back Christmas spirit, it's not being televised like it was an elf, so it's not getting out to the masses. So literally you're only bringing Christmas spirit back to what, like maybe 50 people? If Santa can still do all of this, oh, look at this magic stuff, why can't he get out of the jail? Oh, look at this, it's a blowtorch. Santa, use your powers. So we cut back to Teddy with all the gangsters in their gangster garage, which by the way, what are they doing in there? Are you the gang from Spider-Man who's trying to get all the alien things and put them together? Also, why do they have a giant furnace? Like, what is the point of that giant furnace? And it's already lit too. Like, what are they doing with that furnace? Is that where the tier guy put the body that he killed? That's where they put the bodies. I figured it out. So they go to put the bag in the furnace and Teddy's like, no! Runs at the furnace, into the flames, grabs the bag. If I was one of those gang members and I saw that kid jump into flames to save a bag that he claimed his sister was in, I would think he was nuts. We should just let this kid go. The fight that ensues, no matter how much I don't like the elves, I did enjoy this fight scene. You can have this one, okay? Just this one. But at the end of the fight, you know, when they'd gotten everyone out, all they did was kind of beat up the gangster guys. But then when they see Teddy and they're like, oh, there's another one, they freaking go at him and they've got like this tiny chainsaw. What are you gonna do with the tiny chainsaw? Cut off his dick? Like, what are you doing? That's messed up, elves. That is messed up. I'm gonna drink after that. Can't even think anymore. Okay, so they all get in the sleigh. Santa's out of jail. Let's fly! They fly through a freaking billboard at like top speed. At least half those reindeer would be dead. All of the passengers would be just riddled with huge splinters. So the whole scene where Santa's like, Teddy, I am busy. You have to fly the sleigh. Teddy's flying the sleigh and all Santa's doing is talking to Kate. Santa could have been telling Teddy how to fly the sleigh. And then when he starts flying directly at a train because the reindeer are stupid and don't understand how to avoid a train, he just talks to Teddy. The only way that you can get out of this is if you believe in yourself. Teddy immediately believes in himself and is like flying the sleigh like a mofo. The fact is, the elves are still in the bag, and I bet the elves know how to fly the sleigh. The elves are pointless, and when they're actually helpful, they're not there. And now for the typical montage of them dropping off Christmas presents at people's houses. Only at the major cities. I didn't see my city there. Did you see your city? So I didn't get any Christmas presents this year. I don't know about you. And then of course Kate learns Elvish somehow. And then she turns and looks directly at the camera and breaks the fourth wall for a stupid joke that wasn't even funny. But I do have to say thank you, Kurt Russell, for swan diving out of the sleigh and maniacally laughing as you hurtle towards Earth. Kurt Russell, just overall, you did a wonderful job. You should win the Oscar for playing Santa. And I know it's taken me the entire movie to actually think this, but where's Rudolph? It's like the Pluto of the reindeer. He either doesn't exist or there's still some people that believe he exists, and I for one do. Santa, you tricksy little minx. You've had your magic the entire time. Were you just messing with these kids? Did this movie even have a point? Was this just Santa trolling us? Also, did they leave the house unlocked the whole time? Twist ending. House was robbed and caught on fire because I didn't take the cookies out. Teddy gets a Christmas present, this fragile, very breakable ornament that he can see his father's face in. So what are you gonna do? Keep the ornament in your room and just stare at it? Your mom's gonna walk in and be like, Teddy, are you staring at the ornament again? Yeah, Mom, I see Dad's face. That's your face, sweetie. Also, it looks like the dad is in the ornament and it's very like Krampus-y, where like he's stuck in the ornament. Santa was trolling them, but Santa's not Santa, Santa's Krampus. This was Krampus too. So overall, it's out of 17 ducks. I'm gonna be giving the acting 13 ducks. Pretty good. Not quite there in some parts. So 13 out of 17 ducks. The editing, the fact that I didn't really notice the editing at all means that it's above average, but it's not like great. But you know, I didn't notice it. So I'm gonna give it 12 ducks out of 17. Same thing with the cinematography. I'm probably also gonna give it 12. Some of the lighting was a little bit off every once in a while, like in the sleigh. The music, again, like I said in the beginning, I don't really pay that much attention to. When I did hear it, enjoyed it. The score was very well done and it matched most of the time except for the tree climbing scene. I'm gonna give it a 14 out of 17. The special effects, I gotta give like a 7. They were not good. They weren't horrible. It's not like I made them or like a 2-year-old made them. So yeah, 7 out of 17. And then the overall story, it's a children's Christmas story, so I gotta be a little bit easy on it. Sometimes the story did wander a little bit and I was kind of like, this is pointless. I'm gonna give it 11 ducks. So tallying all that up, the Christmas Chronicles got 71 out of 102 points. You gotta see, my friend. Overall, I'm gonna sum this movie up with Krampus. So that's it. That's the Christmas Chronicles. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, click the like button, and if you didn't like the video, click the like button anyways, because it makes me feel good and it makes Netflix feel good. I mean, come on. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and have a good life today. Hello, my name is Jennifer. Would you like to see my humble abode? My toothbrushes are back there. This is how